Here I will define sequences. Sequences are simple mathematical constructs that are very useful for modeling all kinds of practical situations. So what is a sequence? Well, I will formally define it. Basically, a sequence in R is just a sequence in R is just a list of numbers. And I will denote these numbers by A1, A2. So A1 is the first number, A2 is the second number, etc. Any such list of numbers in which I can indicate the first one, the second one, the third one, and so forth, I will call a sequence. A sequence I can denote more efficiently, right? So I choose to denote a sequence as such by having these curly brackets, and I put AN inside, and on the right hand side I put the range of my indices. N is called the index, and the sequence ranges from 1, 2, 3, etc. until infinity. So by which I say that this sequence has infinitely many elements. And the AN are called the elements of the sequence. So if the indices are known, I can also simplify my notation by just putting the curly brackets around the elements. Yeah, so a sequence basically assumes a first element, a second element, a third element, etc. Right? So we can think of such a sequence as a function. And this is a function which assigns to each of the non of the positive natural numbers 1, 2, 3, etc. a real, and such that f of n, so the number n, the nth natural number, is assigned to an, assigns an. Yeah, so we can think of a sequence as a function on the natural numbers starting with 1. And an is called the nth element in the sequence. So as an easy example, I will just put fn equals 1 over n, for n equals 1, 2, etc. So this defines a sequence where the nth element is given by 1 over n, or fn. And I may denote this sequence by such, right? Just use the curly brackets and put 1 over n inside. So this assumes that I know that the indices vary from 1 until infinity. Yeah, so implicitly, the knowledge of the index is known. Okay, I will discuss a second example where the indices are a little bit different, but also I can speak of a first element, a second element, etc. And this sequence is built up from a function on not on the natural numbers, but on the numbers 2, 3, etc. Since g of n equals 1 over n minus 1, which is clearly not defined for 1 equals 1, for n equals 1. Yeah, so here I take the indices n equals 2, 3, etc. Still, I can build up a sequence from this function description, and bn equals g of n is 1 over n minus 1 builds up a sequence, right? Only now starting with an index 2, 3, 4, etc. So still I can say that b2 is the first element in this sequence. We also will denote this as a sequence. It only has a different range of indices. Yeah, so b2, b3, etc. is also a sequence. Yeah, so which can also be denoted by curly brackets bn, and we just implicitly assume that we know that the indices range from 2 until infinity.